Hello. Yes, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you can hear my voice and also see my screen clearly. Today is 27th of April. So I want us to look at three instruments. We want to see like a weekly outlook of what we expect to be happening on these three instruments. We want to see exactly what we expect this week and possibly during the coming week and also during the coming month. So we'll start off with the natural gas. We had gas somewhere here. This is the natural gas. So we'll look at it from the monthly time frame first, then scale down to lesser time frames so that we see exactly what we expect to be happening. So the first thing I see is that the indicator we are having, this one here, was showing us some sell, but the moving average is showing us a buy, so there is contradiction. One is showing us a buy, the other one is showing us a sell. So I remove that, and then I remove them because they're not showing us the same signal. So I will be drawing my levels to see exactly where we expect the price to be going to. The first level I see is this one. This is a very good resistance level. So if you draw it like that, we also take that. So we have like a support here. We have a support there. There's this breakout. Then the price came back, touched the same resistance. So we had a resistance here, a very good resistance. We had the same resistance here, and then the price attempted to break above it. It came back down, closed below it, headed down before coming back and closing above it. So this was like a false breakout. As it is right now on the monthly chart, we expect that the price needs to pull back down, touch this level here, then head straight to the upper side, at least up to this level here. Then the next level is this one. So if you pick a buy position here, expect buyers to continue to push price to the upper side up to this level, this resistance level here, where if it breaks above it, expect it to pull back down. So we pick a buy. If you buy it there, you can also wait and buy it there. We have another one, good support there. So technically this is what I'm looking at on the monthly time frame. I'm looking at a buy when the price is here. I'm also looking at a buy when the price is somewhere here. So basically this will be an ideal place to look for a buy from, which means come next month I expect the price to pull back down, touch this point here, give us a signal around this area before continuing to the upside. So other than that, we do have some shapes. We have this one, and then you have another one. This is like a minor converging wedge formation. Then we have another one. Then we have another one. And then we have another one. So these are the shapes we've had on this chart. We've had one converging wedge formation, an expanding wedge formation, and then another converging wedge formation. So we could have taken a sell after this breakout, we could have taken a sell after this breakout, we could have taken a sell after this, a buy after the breakout, and also a sell after the break below. So we are going to move forward. We are going to move forward to the same chart on a lesser time frame. We'll look at the weekly chart. So on the weekly chart, this level still holds. We still have a very good resistance level. You can see that we still have a very good resistance level. So if the current week's candle closes as it is now, the next week's candle may continue up to the opening of this candle, which is somewhere here. Then when the next month opens, I expect the price to pull back down and touch this level here before the price can continue to the upside. So I'm assuming that the monthly prediction still holds even though on the weekly chart, which means the price should still come back down, touch this level, then head straight to the upper side. So that would mean something like this. Something like this. This is what we expect to be happening. The price needs to pull back down, touch this level, then continue to the upside. So that is on the weekly chart. On the daily chart, it looks a bit different. It looks like the price may not necessarily come down up to this point, but it may pull back down and touch this level. It may come back down, touch this level before heading straight to the upside. So this is what we expect to be happening on the daily chart. The price may likely come back down, touch these two lines, then continue straight to the upside, which means this will be a good place to look for a buy from. So if you're on this chart as we're speaking right now, you should expect that the buyers needs to come in around these two lines to pick a buy position back to this point here. We have another one. This is a shape. So as I keep saying, you don't necessarily have to get a clear shape. That is, you don't have to get maybe a clear rectangular formation, triangular formation. If they're not clear, just leave them, but pick a zone where the price is consolidating. Pick an area where the price is consolidating. Then you draw your lines around that area. So if the price reacts to it, you'll know exactly what to do. So as I was saying, we are still looking forward. We are still looking forward for a buy. We are still looking forward for a buy, especially around this area here. If the price can somehow pull back and touch these two lines, then those are going to give us the best place to look for a buy from. So we do have a very good shape there. That was like a resistance in the past. It's not a complete shape, just one horizontal line, diagonal line. Then we have this shape here, and then there is a minor shape here. So notice whatever I'm doing, I'm not just focusing on the main one. I'm also focusing on the minor ones, because those minor ones also help you understand what's happening in the market. Anywhere where the price appears to be consolidating is a sign that that could be a very key level. So you're supposed to watch for it when the price gets to it in the future. And we have another level there. So we have the first one here. We have the next zone here. So if the price comes down and touches these two lines but does not break below it, we look for a buy position. But if the price breaks below it, then our next place to look for a trade from is around this area here. Have another one. So we have like a resistance, have a support, we have a support, we have a support. Then we have another one here. So we have a support here, we have a support there, and we have a support there. So the first one, the first place to buy from is within these two lines. The next place is the next two lines, and the next one is the next two lines. So the next instrument is which I want us to have a look at. I want us to look at silver. We've not looked at this instrument for a very long time, so I thought we need to look at it so that we understand what's going on with it. So this is what we have. This is what we are having. So look at what happened from the past. The price was here. This is in 2002, the year 2002. The price was somewhere here. It went as high as this point, came down up to this point here, high as this point. Currently the price is in some range. I'm going to draw that range so that you see it. So we have this one, and then you have another one there. So this could act as a very good rectangular formation. So while the price is held within these two lines, we are waiting for a sell from the top and a buy from the bottom, a sell from the top and a buy from the bottom. And in case the price breaks any of these lines, to the top we look for a buy, to the bottom we look for a sell. So we are going to have this line here, a very good resistance. We have another one, a resistance, and then we have another one, a resistance. Then we have another one as a support, and then we have another one here as a support, and then we have another level here as a support. So if the price touches any of these lines on the monthly chart, then those are going to give us the best place to look for a trade from. Like if the price goes and touches this point, we look for a buy. If the price comes up and touches this line, we look for a sell. In case the price ascends beyond it, then our next target is this one here. The next target is the one we have here, and the next target is the one we have at the top here. So one thing which I do know for sure is that if this is the highest high we've seen so far, it doesn't matter whether it will take 10 years, 20 years. Ultimately, the price will eventually attempt to touch this level here in the future. So expect that at one point when you look at the charts, the price will be hitting this line here. So we do have a shape here, have a very good shape. That's some contracting wedge formation. We have another one there. I'm not drawing these shapes so that you struggle to look at them every time. No, you only draw the shapes where they appear very clear. So some of you can notice that the ones, some shapes which I'm drawing here are actually not very clear. I'm drawing them because they tell you something about whatever is happening currently in the market. Like when you see small candles consolidating in an area, it tells you that is a good area. You're supposed to look at it. It may not necessarily be a shape, but it does tell you that that's a good place you're supposed to look at. Then we have this one, and then we have another one there, and then this is what we have. So we have that, we have this shape, we have this shape, and then it looks like this may also have been a good shape. This one here may also have been some good shape. So we have that, we have that, we have that, and then we have this one here. So the next instrument, we look at this chart also on a lesser time frame, on the weekly time frame. One thing which I'd like to say is on the monthly chart, we are actually looking for a buy when the price comes to this point here. So we'll move to the weekly chart. The weekly chart, the same level still holds. We still have a rectangular formation there. So if you look at the weekly chart clearly, you can see that we are looking for a sell at least up to this point. If the price should break below this level, then we expect it to continue down at least up to this line here. So that is my opinion on gas. The next chart is gold. So before I move on to gold, I'd like to say that gold and silver should always be moving in the same direction. So if you check clearly, you'll notice that gold was actually also below here before it hit this high. As we're speaking now, gold has gone back up to the same place, but silver has not hit the same high. So we still do expect silver to continue up. We also expect gold to continue to the upper side. So that's just a general opinion. Let's draw our levels and see what we expect to be happening. At the first resistance I'm seeing, this is a very good resistance. This is a very good resistance. The first thing is the previous week's candle went as high as this point, closed here, then it formed a bearish pin bar around a very good resistance level. So this could be a sign that the sellers are in control. If the current month's candle, which is this one, if it closes as it is now, come next month, we do expect sellers to continue to push price to the lower side, at least up to this level. This is a very good level. So I expect that if the current month's candle closes especially below this level as it is now, this is 1908.79, then this will give us a good place to look for a very good sell, at least up to this point here. So technically we are sellers, but we're waiting for the next month's candle to open below this level so that we can pick more sell positions, at least up to this point here. So other than that, we have a shape. We have like let's see, we have a shape there, and then we have another one like this. So we have a resistance, we have a resistance, we have a resistance, there is a break. So this was a good place to look for a buy from. We have another one, and then we have another one. So we have that shape there. This was a very good shape. We had a buy after the breakout, so this could have been the best place to look for a buy from. So technically this was in the past. This is what is happening now. I've said we're looking for a sell up to this point here. So that's on the monthly chart. Let's check the weekly chart. So the weekly chart, so far the same support still holds. This is where we expect price to go up to, and we want to see price close below these two lines. So let me draw it. We want to see price close below this zone here, so that we can confirm that indeed the price is to continue to the last side. So if the current week's candle should close below this zone here, the one I've drawn now, then that will be a good sign that now we are sellers, at least up to this point here. So in the past we had a shape. We had a shape like that, and then we had another one. So technically, as long as the price is held below this point, expect sellers to push price down up to this point. If the price moves up and closes above this line, expect buyers to push price up, at least up to this area here. So thank you very much. That's my opinion on those three instruments for this week and for the coming month. I hope to see you again next week at the same time. Thank you and see you.